Yo, what is up? Today we're gonna continue the Rimworld series, Vanilla. A couple of things have changed since last episode. Mainly, it's not a voiceover. Also, we have a new rice farm because hunting wasn't gonna sustain us. There was someone starving because we just couldn't hunt. And oh shit, I think this dude's gonna die. That's kind of sad. Well, let's begin. Today I have planned, well, just to survive mainly, to finish out this dining room area. Maybe get some research too, but that's gonna take a couple of minutes because, you know, researching a room roll takes kind of like a lot of time, dude. So we're gonna fast forward just because it's night. Nothing specifically interesting happens at night. I have a lot of bison. How hard are they to tame? Because I eventually want to trade with neighboring settlements. Like, we've already had like, oh shit. Yup, Rissa has died. She was our main researcher too. Yup. Sucks. Shit. Well, I'm just gonna build a little graveyard over here. Shit, dude. Oh well. Just a simple little grave. That's gonna be like a graveyard. Reason? Why are you up? Wait, what? Oh, yeah, that's the wild man, dude. Death visa visitors. You guys gonna trade? No, they're just visiting. Did we already bury that guy? I think we did. No, we didn't. Where's the corpse then? Oh yeah, we're building the grave. We should expand this little thing, but right now we shouldn't even worry about expansion. We should just worry about food and medicine. It's summer, so we should have enough time to grow some kiwi. Even though I think that's one of the longest growing plants. Can any of our dudes grow that? Plants 5. That's 8, yeah. One dude can grow that. We should also plant some smoke leaves. So we're gonna make that smoke leaf because it's some morale boost. Because we don't have. It's the easiest morale boost because you don't have to research it. You can just make joints off the bat. You don't have to research fermentation like beer. Yeah, should be enough. I should have installed hospitality or, you know, some light mods, but we're mainly gonna make this pure vanilla because that's the way it's gonna be. This dude's still hunting deer over here. Soric, what are your needs? Unsightly environment. We should. Is any of our dudes an artist? Because just put statues anywhere. Yeah, this guy Johnson's an artist. Why did he leave us? There you left. Medicine? No components. I mean, we can mine components, but still. What's wrong with our stove? Like, it doesn't get power, neither does our Taylor bench. Yeah, like it should work, man. This needs 350 watts. This takes 200. Oh, yeah, so we should turn this off because I think that's it. And we're not gonna make anything right now, although we should. Do you have parkas? Yeah, parka. We need one parka for winter. Yeah, will be one package survival meal. And we got, well, we're running extremely low on food. We totally need to cook up some stuff. If for some reason our stove still doesn't work, we're just gonna make a campfire. Because we have a lot of meat. As you can see, we have 347 meats, which should be enough for about 40-ish meals. What's everyone doing? Planting horseshoes, harvesting poplar tree. So we're getting wood. This guy is recreating. Wait. Power needed. Can you do basic? Yeah, I want to do basic. What the hell? Why can't I prioritize things? That's kind of weird. Probably a bug or something. Oh, and this thing, yeah. We totally need to turn that off. Because that electric smelter takes 700 watts of power. Yeah, that was the thing. I'm done. It's cooking 6, so we're gonna cook. Because we really need to cook. We literally have no food. I mean, no cooked food. But we have raw food, but that's gonna be like a severe, very severe penalty. This dude still hasn't gone. Ooh, potatoes. I think that was last episode's drop pod. I don't know if you got to see that, but I didn't check that out. Maybe it was that. So finally, we have our food production going on. I have a lot of leather. We should totally make that park right about now. Did we research batteries yet? No, in progress. So I think we're gonna start researching in winter. I might just skip towards winter if it gets a bit boring. Also, do we have guns? This guy should equip this revolver. Psychic grill? You gotta be kidding me, dude. Like, we barely have enough stuff to survive, let alone enough stuff to be happy. These guys, the psychic grill. Shit. I might skip this night, I might not. Okay, so we're boring the smoke leaf. We still haven't grown the Rimworld, but at least we have a couple of smoke leaves. That should be enough to make some to last until winter. We have a food production line going on, pretty reliable. Probably not enough to get us into winter, which sucks. and just keep on cooking. We're probably gonna get food poisoning, which is gonna be a massive mood debuff. Because this whole thing is dirty. There's barf, there's rubble. Should we get that stone cutter up and running? No, we should just... we shouldn't even be focusing on expanding, like I said. We should just be focusing on survival. Mainly because we just arrived and one of our dudes died of the flu, which sucks massive balls, but still. Shit. We're just harvesting that rice. I doubt just one harvest will push us into winter. Mainly because rice only gives like 6 per plant. Rice only gives 6 per plant. Meal takes 10. Yeah, like I said, food poisoning, dirty cooking area. That sucks. That's just gonna make the place more dirty. Major break risk. Can we order to clean? No, we can't order. We can designate to smooth the stone. Which we should do after. We're gonna do a lot of things in winter. Mainly we're just focusing on survival. Can we build? Although we can build, we should, since we have that food production line going, we should be focusing on building that rec and dining room. I don't want to put a rec room. I'm definitely going to put a TV, but I think I'm just going to put a poker table or a chess table. And let me see if my dudes have enough construction. Yeah, so this dude has enough construction, so maybe we're just going to build dining chairs instead of stools. Harvesting rice, and this dude carrying simple meal. Food bench. So I don't care about the food bench because we have more than enough food for right now. But this dude, for the entire time he's on a food bench, he won't do any work whatsoever. He'll just wander around and eat food. Like half the time, psychic states aren't really that big of a problem. The biggest problem with them is that they don't do any work when they're in that state. So, rice operation is going to do good. Psychic grown ended, thank God. Bio needs. Do we have beer? Yeah, we have beer. That should be enough for 4 days. So 1 grain per day. 1 per day. That's gonna be temporary. We're gonna make our own custom policy. But for now, we're just gonna do that. Oh, thank God. So this dude isn't in a psychic state anymore. So that's good. You should carry all this rice back to our fridge. Like, it's gonna rot outside here. I should install some mods, but I plan on making a couple of Rimworld series, just not this one. So next series we make is gonna be modded. It's gonna be heavily modded. But in the meantime, until this colony fails, we're just gonna play this and make a series out of it. See, animals. If there's boomalopes like, again, last episode, instead of taming boomalopes, I accidentally clicked the hunt button. I guess that's what happens when you do it from this screen. But yeah, because we could have gone camp fuel from boomalopes, so we don't have to make wood. I mean, we don't have to use wood to use electricity, because we don't start with researched solar panels, which is definitely it's definitely kind of like a bummer. I mean, back in the old game, before I think it was pre 1.0, you started with solar panels and batteries, so that could have gotten you up and running a lot. But again, they take a lot of components, and you don't specifically start with a lot of components. There's totally a massive component drain, because the only way to get components early game is through mining and trading until you unlock fabrication. Oh, where's that? Until you unlock. Where is it? Until you unlock fabrication, yeah, you can't make components from iron. Wait, what? So we can't tame him? It's a shame. Bio. Although we could capture her. So thank God these dudes have carried some rice back to a stockpile, 185 of it to be exact. Also, back in the old game, you also started with turrets for some reason, so it was just really easy back in the old game. Ship 2 stars. Oh, it's this one, but we're definitely not gonna take that one, because it's like a 1 month journey, and we don't even have enough food for 1 month, let alone food that lasts. Because if we just take this anywhere, it'll rot away before we can eat it. That's why you need fridge. And also, I remember back in the old days, you could just set coolers to like negative 150, and it would consume like 5,000 watts. Well, you could just use one cooler, and you can just use one cooler, and that alone would just freeze your entire thing, even though it took like 5,000 watts. You didn't need to build more than one. Or I'm not sure if you could take it up to 5,000 watts. It's been a long time since pre 1.0. You could definitely take it to less than 200 watts, that's for sure. I think they should add like stories to these styles, like what they do with art, even if it's just like complete gobbledygook, like random stuff. They should just like add a reason to these styles, like ancient styles. Like you just get a description, you don't get why it's there or what does it signify. Are these limestone? Oh, because if they weren't limestone, we could just deconstruct them into a steel or plasteel. Eclipse doesn't really affect us. I mean, it does affect our crops because that means they don't grow because there is no sunlight. And so, summer is ending, which is definitely bad because that means fall's gonna start. which means that our crops won't grow because it'll get like freezing cold, and we also need one parka for this dude because he only has a button down shirt. Even though it's synth thread, you can see his comfortable temperature range is up down to 6 Celsius, which is, I mean, we're in a rather northern part of the world, so it'll definitely get like very cold, like below freezing. Some turkeys. We should tame them, but I don't think we should because the eggs take a lot of time to lay eggs, unlike chickens. I think chickens lay an egg like literally every day. Turkeys, I think they take a full season. I'm not sure. Raccoon. If there's horses, we should definitely tame them because that'll speed up our that's going to speed up our traveling time in the overworld trading. We have mega sloths, which we could definitely tame, and that would upgrade our traveling speed because it's a pack animal. But we're not gonna trade like anytime soon. Like that's gonna be like at least next year, and we're in the middle of the first year. Minor break wrist. Yeah, I think we're consuming the friend Reese died. That's only 2 amazingly. The eclipse is ending, so cool. God, it's cool. Oh, this dude died? Why did he die? Man. Well, that sucks. Well, it's night of the 13th day of summer, so I'm just gonna leave you there. Remember to hit like, subscribe, and hit that bell notification, boys. And until next time, stay kosher.